I'm going to tell you what's missing from your visualization practice. I'm going to cut to the chase. The fuel is in the feelings. So often our manifestation practices don't come to fruition because we're not truly connecting to the experience that we're creating. Now, visualization has often been taught and used, and it's very, very powerful when used appropriately. But a lot of times people question why they don't already have what they want, or how on earth they could feel what it's like to have what they want if they've never had what they want. We often hear that phrase, live as if. Well, this is going to help bridge that gap. It is through truly creating a sensory experience that we can then activate the experience of like it being very true and very real, and therefore activating a internal sensory experience and to truly create the feelings of being there. So you can actually feel what it's like without having manifested it in this reality, because you have manifested it in another dimension, in a future experience. And so the live as if is knowing that if time is not real and timelines are not real, then it is already yours now, because it is already yours then, and that there is no difference between now and then. One more way to connect to this thought process. If you're on your deathbed, you're in your last moments, and you're looking back on your life and you're like, I did that. I lived that. I had those experiences. Well, then at the end of your life, if you've lived the fullest life you've committed to, right, then you have no sense of lack. You've already answered all the questions. You've already experienced the experiences. No regrets. So right now, from your point of view in your timeline, you're currently lacking that experience. So you're looking upon that experience from lack now. But if you could in, get ahead of it, experientially get ahead of it, and having experienced it in the past, you're not lacking it. So let's do that from this current point of view. At this day, at this age, what's something you've already achieved that you're no longer striving for? Right? So you've already having the proven method, I can have that. I have had that. I do have that. Or it's literally already old news. I don't need that anymore because I've crossed it off the list. Right? So if you could get ahead of it and experience, I already have what I just so deeply crave, you're no longer in a lack place of it. You're in a having of it. You're in that prosperity. You're in that abundance. And it's only prosperity and abundance because it's something more than what you currently have. So the fuel is in the feeling. Can you feel already having it? Can you go there? Can you walk around? Now, you want to kick this up a notch as a practice. I love to walk people through that experience, that vision, that dream, that manifestation. And then I walk them into a bathroom or a bedroom where there is a full length mirror, and you're visiting with that version of you that has exactly that. So you spend time with that version of you, and you observe that version of you, and you see the characteristics, the aura, the demeanor, the posture, the behavior, the confidence, the air, the everything. You observe that version of you. You meet with that version of you. You consult with that version of you, and you can ask them for downloads. You can ask them for messages. You can ask them questions. You can just listen and receive. And sometimes it's verbal, but mostly it's telepathic. Mostly it's like just an insight, a revelation, clarity. So now you're really in that experience, a visceral experience, of feeling what it's like to be in that experience. And then you embrace, you get with that version of you, and you just let that version of you enter into your current physical body as you begin to come back into this time space reality where you're this day and this age and this achievement level or financial status or career status or relationship status, like whatever, because now you're back in the perspective of the timeline of getting to that place, but knowing it already is yours. It already exists. It's already achieved. It's already done. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And so when you're then receptive to this is already mine, now you're magnetically, you're attractive, you're available for it to then come to you too. You're now making your way closer to it. And you're not living in a place of, is it mine? Is it mine? Will I ever? Can I ever? Am I good enough? Do I deserve it? You know that we get to put that to bed because we get to know. We get to know and we get to live as if. And now all of a sudden, our radar is very different. All of a sudden, our receptivity is different. We have increased our capacity to actually call in. It's like basically creating this funnel. We were living like this for it to fall into a very small container. Right now, we're like, yes, please, more, please. Thank you. I'm right here. And we sort of lit that beacon up to receive. So live as if, feel as if, be as if, speak as if, breathe as if, because it already is. So it is, and so it shall be. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being open. Thank you for being receptive. May you call in everything you dream of and desire, and more, because you can never even fathom how good it can get. Keep your heart open.